Most people think the 2026 World Cup is a golden ticket for small nations. They're completely wrong. While it seems like an obvious win for underdogs, the reality of the expanded format is proving to be a complex, even cruel, paradox for many. Years ago, in a cluttered office filled with data screens, a brilliant but eccentric statistician, Dr. Anya Sharma, crunched numbers that defied conventional wisdom. Her models predicted the very outcome we're witnessing in the 2026 qualification cycles: a dramatic shift in power.
The World Cup 2026 expansion from 32 to 48 teams boosted CONCACAF from 3.5 to 6 direct spots and CAF from 5 to 9. This isn't just about more teams, it's reshaping confederations entirely. But the data shows something far more complex and surprising is happening to traditional football powerhouses. We'll come back to why this matters. For years, qualifying was an almost impossible dream for many nations. Think of Curaçao, Grenada, or Lesotho, their paths blocked by perennial giants. The expansion was designed to democratize the tournament, giving these nations a genuine shot at the biggest stage. The World Cup dream, once distant, now felt within reach. Take the CONCACAF region, with 3 hosts, USA, Mexico, Canada, automatically in, 6 more spots opened up. This significantly lowered the bar, theoretically. Nations like Haiti and Panama saw their chances massively improve, battling smaller neighbors for berths. Similarly, CAF's 9 direct spots transformed their grueling qualification. This year, we've seen nations like Mauritania and Namibia, often overlooked, push deep into the final qualification rounds, showcasing incredible talent and resilience on the African continent. But Dr. Sharma's initial warnings weren't about just more spots. Her models, built on decades of qualification data, highlighted how the nature of competition would change, not necessarily ease, for many. She saw a different kind of pressure emerging. More spots didn't just mean more chances, it meant more pressure. Consider the Interconfederation playoffs. Previously, these offered a lifeline for 0.5 spots. Now, with 2 spots up for grabs among 6 teams, the stakes are higher, but the competition is still ferocious, pitting teams from different continents against each other. While direct spots increased, the overall quality of competition within each expanded qualifying group also intensified. Nations that used to be also-rans are now investing more, professionalizing their leagues, and pushing for those newly available slots. For instance, in Asia, AFC, with 8 direct spots, teams like Tajikistan and Uzbekistan, who narrowly missed out in previous cycles, found themselves in brutal contests against regional powerhouses, highlighting a rising tide of competition. Tiny nations faced giants on their own turf. Dr. Sharma's less popular predictions highlighted how the mid-tier nations, those just outside the traditional elite, would be the biggest beneficiaries, not necessarily the absolute minnows. This is exactly what we're seeing unfold in 2026. Take Jamaica in CONCACAF. They've qualified before but struggled in recent cycles. This expanded format gave them the breathing room to build a stronger squad and contend meaningfully, securing a place in the main tournament after years of near misses. The smaller, truly developing football nations, while having more games, often found themselves outmatched even by these mid-tier improvers. Their qualification journeys were often inspiring, but still ended short, as the gap in resources and experience remained significant. Expectations soared, then reality hit harder. So, while the dream felt closer, for many it remained just that. The overall standard of play needed to qualify rose, as mid-tier teams professionalized and fought fiercely for their expanded allocation of spots, leaving truly small nations still struggling. Remember that question about traditional powerhouses? The increased competition meant their qualification wasn't necessarily easier either. Nations like Uruguay or Colombia in CONMEBOL, while still strong, faced invigorated rivals. They still had to perform at their peak to avoid upsets, as the overall regional quality surged. The expansion didn't make it a cakewalk for anyone. Dr. Sharma's models had predicted this exact chaotic outcome. This wasn't about simply adding spots, it was about fundamentally rewiring the global football ecosystem. Her insights, initially dismissed, proved that football isn't a linear system. More opportunity doesn't always mean easier opportunity for everyone. Instead, it sparks a cascade of competition, forcing even the top contenders to adapt to a vastly changed landscape. Her data revealed the true complexity.
So, are smaller nations finding 2026 qualification easier? The short answer is no, not significantly, not the absolute minnows. The expansion primarily benefited the strong middle-tier nations, creating a more competitive, but perhaps not more accessible, qualification journey for many. The World Cup dream is still fiercely contested, just by more teams now. The narratives of the underdogs and dark horses have shifted, but the fundamental challenge of reaching the pinnacle of international football remains as monumental as ever. It's truly a test of endurance. What do you think? Did the 48-team expansion deliver on its promise for smaller nations, or has it just intensified the battle for everyone? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Tell Me Why deep dives into the World Cup 2026.